Okay, today we're making super simple, soft and fluffy blueberry muffins that are packed with juicy blueberries in every bite. They have a light and tender crumb, are not too sweet, and are topped with a simple cinnamon sugar topping that just takes these blueberry muffins to another level. So to start off, you want to preheat your oven to 425F or 220C conventional and line a standard 12-hole muffin tray with muffin liners and set it aside for now. Next, we're going to make our simple cinnamon sugar topping. So in a small bowl, combine 2.5 tablespoons of white granulated sugar and 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and then just give that a good mix and set it aside for now. Next, we're going to make the muffin batter. So start off by sifting together 210 grams or 1 3/4 cups of plain all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder and half a teaspoon of salt. Give that a good mix with a whisk until it's well combined and set it aside for now. Next, in a large bowl, you want to add in 150 grams or 3/4 cup of white granulated sugar, 1 large room temperature egg, 45 grams or 1/4 cup of melted unsalted butter, 52 grams or 1/4 cup of unflavoured vegetable oil, I use canola oil, 180 grams or 3/4 cup of room temperature whole milk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. Remember to only grate the top yellow part of the lemon and not the white part, because the white part is bitter and we don't want that in our muffins. And you also want to add in 3 teaspoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Remember to zest the lemons before you squeeze them, otherwise they'll be almost impossible to zest after you've squeezed out the lemon juice. And then using a whisk, give that a good mix until it's well combined. Now next you want to add the pre-sifted dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, and then using a spatula gently fold until just combined. You don't want to overmix it. Now to finish off the batter, you want to add in 150 grams or 1 cup of blueberries. Fresh or frozen are both fine, but if you're using frozen berries, then just make sure that you don't let them thaw, and then you want to fold them in with a spatula until just combined. Again, you don't want to overmix. Now this recipe uses a total of 1.5 cups of blueberries or 225 grams, 1 cup of which we put into the batter, but the remaining half cup or 75 grams is going to go on top of the muffin. So just make sure that you leave some of those blueberries aside. So our batter is all done, so easy, and now you just want to evenly distribute it into our prepared muffin tray, filling each muffin liner about 3/4 of the way up. Remember to leave a little gap at the top, otherwise the muffins will overflow while baking. Now to finish off our muffins, we're going to sprinkle that cinnamon sugar mixture that we made earlier evenly over the tops, and then we're going to add our remaining half cup of blueberries that we set aside earlier on top, slightly pushing them into the batter, but not completely, because we want to be able to see them when the muffins are done. So that is looking good, and now these are going to go into the oven at 425F or 220C for 8 minutes, and then while the muffins are still in the oven, you want to turn the temperature down to 350F or 180C and bake for a further 10 to 12 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean or with a few moist crumbs on it. The initial high heat is just going to help our muffins rise beautifully. So my blueberry muffins are all done now. They smell so good, and now you just want to let them cool in the muffin tray for about 10 minutes just to give them a little bit of time to firm up before transferring them to a wire rack to continue to cool. These blueberry muffins are so soft and fluffy and are perfect for breakfast because they aren't too sweet, or when you're just craving a quick sweet snack. They're packed with blueberries, and that cinnamon sugar topping just adds a nice little extra pop of flavor. They are so fluffy on the inside. It's just a really good classic blueberry muffin, and those blueberries are just like bursting with so much flavor in every bite. And that super simple cinnamon sugar topping just adds such a wonderful flavor to these blueberry muffins. You don't want to skip that step. So that is it for today, guys. If you do decide to give these beautiful blueberry muffins a go, then please do leave a review on my blog. It really helps my content out, and I absolutely love hearing from you guys. I'll see you in the next video.